everybody. Well, today's video is a haul video. Obviously by the title and obviously by anyone that follows me on Twitter, you know that I was out and about shopping on Friday. But before I do that, I want to give a big welcome to all my new subscribers and an even bigger thank you to Hana from Miss Hana G for sending you guys my way. Hana and I have the same love for brushes. We're always looking to see what the next new brush is, which of course is what part of my haul is going to be today. And Hana, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, and welcome again to everybody that's come by and subscribed and watched my videos. So first off, I need to share a few things about the Chanel brushes and the new brush line. Number one is that not all of the brushes are going to be available in all of the locations, and how they're choosing I absolutely do not understand, and for most of the people that I've spoken with, they don't really understand it either. The number 2 brush in particular, the brush that I bought in Harrods and I shared with you, the angled powder brush, which is a phenomenal brush, is not available in most of the locations. Again, I don't know why. The other thing is that some of the brushes are made in China and some of the brushes are made in France. And how they choose which brushes they're making where, I also don't know. I will tell you though that I don't think that the quality of the brushes is different from the ones made in China to the ones made in France. I personally think that if somebody blind tested me, or a lot of you people out there, and said to you, okay, tell us which one is made in France and which one is made in China, I don't think that you could tell. But if that's something that's important to you, and if you're someone that needs to buy it through an outsource, like through an eBay or another type of location, you have to make sure that you're asking for the exact brush that you want if you specifically want a brush that's made in France and not a brush that's made in China. The other thing that you have to be careful of is that the numbers of these brushes are similar to previous numbers. Now the names of the brushes are different, but if you're going to go on eBay and let's say that you want a number 4 brush, which is a brush in particular that I'm going to show you, my old number 4 to my new number 4, and you only use the number and not the actual name of the brush, you're going to be ordering something that you probably really don't want. Not that it's not going to be a great surprise to get a different brush, but you're going to be ordering something that you don't want. So I just wanted to tell you guys those few things about the Chanel brushes so that you know when you go ahead and order them that you're ordering exactly what you want and that you're of course receiving the brush that you really desire. Okay, so now on to the brushes that I purchased on Friday. The first brush that I got is the powder brush. It's the number 1 brush, and that's the box that it comes in. All of the brushes come in this black velvet holders. They're have the double C's up at the top. They're really nice. They're really nice if you want to store your brushes, which of course I don't. I keep them out. And they're really nice if you want to travel with your brushes. But as far as using it on a daily basis, I don't like it. I find that the hairs get caught in it, so I don't use it. I put it right into my jar. The number 1 brush, as I said, is the powder brush. Now what Chanel's done is that the name of the brushes, now this is only for the ones that are made in China, not for the ones that are made in France, actually have the name on the handle. You can see how the Chanel is imprinted right into the handle, and you also can see, hopefully here, the number 1. This is a glorious brush. In my previous brush video, I told you that my Trish McAvoy was one of my softest brushes. This is definitely an equal to it. You know, I have to laugh every time somebody shows a brush, and you know how we always hold our hands over it and we put it against our face and we try to convey through the camera of how soft this brush is. All I can say to you guys is this is such a soft brush. It's an amazing brush. Absolutely love it, and so glad that I got to add it to my collection. The next brush that I got is the number 4 brush. Now I'm going to show you first the number 4 brush that I have. This is my number 4 brush. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the 4 at the bottom here. Now this is the older one with the shiny handle. This actually is one of my favorite brushes. I use this all the time for doing like little wings on my eyeliner. Absolutely great brush. But the next brush that's a number 4 brush is their blush brush. So there it is, and you can see the number 4 on it. And this is another phenomenal brush. Now again, here is the Chanel imprinted on it. Here is blush printed on it. And over here is the number 4. Just a phenomenal brush. Again, so incredibly soft. It's just amazing. These are all natural hair, by the way. Absolutely phenomenal brush. The next brush that I got is the number 10 brush, and that is the concealer brush. Here's the box for it. Now I originally was not going to get a concealer brush. I have a concealer brush from Chanel and I sort of got talked into buying the new one, and I'm really glad that I did. First let me show you the new one, then I'll show you the other one. This is the new number 10 concealer brush. You can see the hair on it is sort of a dual tone hair on it. It does say concealer on it. It has the Chanel imprint on it, and then of course it has over here the number 10. Now this is my original Chanel concealer brush, and you can see the difference. First of all, let me show you the difference in the handles. The newer ones are shorter, as I think all of the new brushes are shorter handles than some of the originals that I have. And then you can see the different types. Let me put my hand behind this so you can see better. You can see the different hair and the shape of the brush. The newer one is a wider brush. It's a little bit softer. And the older one has a little bit more of a point to it, but there is enough of a point on this one that I think it's great for concealing larger areas as well as smaller areas. So I really love that a lot. The last one that I got is the number 25 brush. I think this is the brush that Hana wants, that I believe she's having a hard time getting in the UK, and I really don't understand why. It's the large eyeshadow brush. There's the box for it. This, I think, is probably my favorite brush of all the brushes that I picked just in the last 4. Not, of course, you guys know, not in all of my brushes. So this is the number 25. I want to get as close as I can so you can see the color of the hair. It's like a two-toned of hair. This again is, I will show you. Now this actually, I have to tell you, is the one that's made in France. Again, I bought these exactly the same time. Have no idea how they choose which one is from China, which one is from France, but you'll see the differences that this one says Chanel on it. This one actually says made in France, and it has the number on it. If you can see that, it has the number 25 on it, but it doesn't have what the brush is written on it. That's the difference in the brushes. But this is just a phenomenal brush. I use this today. I actually think that this is a brush that you can use for putting down the color on your lid as well as doing the contour because of the shape of it. I wanted to see if I could use it just one brush and do the total eye look, which I did. And again, this is just a phenomenal brush. This is, I definitely think, probably my favorite brush. Probably because I love the fact that it's made in France, but also because I just love how this brush works and how the brush feels. So those are the brushes that I purchased, and of course I didn't stop there. I had seen a video from Lisa Eldridge where she showed the new Clarins blush. It's called the Eclat Minute Blush, the Instant Light Blush. I bought it in number 1, the Vitamin Pink. That's the box that it comes in. And here is the blush. Absolutely gorgeous pink color. Now I love the application of this. I love this little, you can see the little applicator here. I love that. I have to tell you that I'm not 100% sure it's going to be one of my favorite cream blushes. Actually, I have one, a new one that I just purchased that I will show you. It's very, very sheer. It's for a very light application, or perhaps it's for like doing a base of color and then using another blush over it if you need to have your blush last the whole day. But it's just a very light sheer tint. Now I put it on today and I'm not sure that you can see it at all. I can't even see it. And I did put quite a bit on, so I'm sort of going to hold off before I do a full review on this. I'm not sure this is going to be one of my favorite blushes, but the color is absolutely divine. The next thing that I purchased is from Peau. I had seen Tremia and Cindy got together. So lucky they got up together and they went shopping, and they purchased a Peau lipstick that just absolutely looked divine, and I went out and also picked one based on seeing their video. So thanks guys, I absolutely love it. I got it in the color of number 216. Now the thing that I want to show you is that you actually get 2 boxes because the lipsticks are refillable. So you get the applicator and then you get the color that you want. They put it together for me, but here, let me just show you so you can see the box and the color of it. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous lipstick. Now the only thing I'm not sure about this is I'm not sure about the applicator. You do, twist it as you do some of it and it comes up, but it comes up very gently. So I don't know whether mine is broken and it's just not coming up enough, or it's supposed to come up that way, and I have to check. If Cindy or Tremia are watching, let me know, and of course I'm going to ask at my counter. But this is a gorgeous, I'm not sure that I can even, I'll try to do a sample for you. I'm not sure that that's going to come out. It's sort of a pinky mauve color, but it has a lot of brown undertones to it. But it is so lovely on your lips. It goes on as a lipstick, but it has enough of a shine to it that you really don't need a lip gloss over it, and it's just divine. The next thing that I bought was a new mascara, and yes, I know, I'm always saying that I've found my holy grail, and then of course something else catches my eyes, and I'm on to the next one trying it. Not that I don't change every day and use the ones that I have and love. So the reason that I purchased this was because of the wand. I absolutely love the wand. I think we have to go back and count how many times I say absolutely in a video. I think I'm going to give myself a challenge, as opposed to those people that give themselves a challenge of not to buy any makeup for 30 days or however long, those pan projects, what I would absolutely fail at. Absolutely. I think I'm going to give myself a challenge not to say absolutely at all in my next video. Let's see how I do. Anyways, I absolutely love, there you go again, the shape of that brush. You see how it's angled exactly like the shape of your eye? Really nice. So I've tried that just today, and again, everything that I purchased I'm going to do a review on separately to let you guys know how I feel after I've used it for a while. The last thing that I want to share with you is a new cream blush that I purchased. I do have one other blush from this company. It's called Prairie. I have it in the Rose Glow. I've had it forever. I think it's probably one of my favorite cream blushes, and I think this one definitely will become a second to that. I bought it in Peach Glow. This is the packaging on it. And this is how the blush comes. It is so unbelievably sweet packaging. It's a little leatherette case in silver. It has a zipper in it. You obviously, of course, zipper it to get into it. What I do with these packages is I keep them for traveling, and they're great for keeping vitamins in or any kind of medications because of the zipper. You can put your pills into it, zip it closed, and keep it with you, or if you want to use it even for a change purse. It's just really phenomenal. But this is the packaging on the blush. And as again I said, this is the Peach Glow. You can see that I've put my finger into it. Phenomenal color. I'm going to just give you just a little bit to see if it will, I'm not sure that that's going to show because of the lighting, but of course I'll do pictures at the end. But love these blushes. This is definitely a lot more payoff than the Clarins, but of course it is a lot more expensive too, but definitely one of my favorite blushes. So that's what I got for purchases, but there was a gift with purchase going on in Saks as well as double points, so I picked up a few other things, or I was given a few other things. The first thing that definitely cracks me up is from Clarins. It's a high definition body lift. And I want to read what it says. It says it tones, smooths, and unifies skin tone. It minimizes the appearance of cellulite. Now, it's a full-size bottle, and the thing that cracks me up is that it says, this is how you're supposed to apply it, is that apply every day from ankles to waist. Is everybody getting that visual of all of us shaking up the cream, pouring it out, and starting at our ankles, and creaming ourselves up to the waist in hopes of maybe getting rid of some cellulite, which you guys know that there is no way that this bottle is going to do that. As a matter of fact, I said to my sales rep, where's the chainsaw that goes with it? Because that's the only thing that's getting the cellulite off of my thighs. And I'll leave it at that. The next gift with purchase that I got is from Chanel. I got a Sublimage eye cream. It came with a Chanel mascara. These mascaras are really great for traveling or for keeping in your makeup bag. And it came with a little Chance perfume. And the last thing that I got, which I actually like the most of all the giveaways that I've gotten in a long time, is from Peau, and this is a makeup bag that they gave with a few goodies in it. But look at the color of that bag. Is that not gorgeous? It is just the prettiest shade of blue. I think I'm going to use this like in the summer, you know, when you're out and about and you got to do an errand, you want to just throw in a few dollars, your license and your keys. Definitely going to be using that for that. I think the color is just glorious. What came in it quickly is their Peau La Creme. That's a really nice size sample. Their Peau Beauty, their smoothing base for lines with an SPF of 26 in it. This is a primer to use before your makeup. The next thing that came in it is, let's see, it's a restorative body cream. Also a really good size sample size. Peau does really nice, well of course because they're such an expensive line probably, but they do really nice size samples. And the last thing in it is a eye and lip makeup remover. This is one of those duo ones with the oil and the water that you have to shake up. I don't use that much because I find that they're really best for waterproof makeup, and I don't do a lot of waterproof makeup. So I think that's it. All in all, that's everything that I purchased. A lot of really great goodies that I'm going to try. I'll use them over the next month and then come back and do some reviews on them so you can know just how well I like them. So just quickly before I get off, I just want to tell you guys one more thing. Our good friend Karine, who used to be Easy Beauty News, and I know a lot of you watched her, and she stopped making videos for a while, wasn't on Twitter. Well, she's back. But she's back with a new channel name. It's called, I think it's KA Shopping Bag. And of course, I'll put the name right here to make sure that I give you the correct name, as well as a link down below. Please go back, say hello to Karine, tell her how glad we are that she's back. And of course I'm going to put a link to everybody else's channel that I mentioned too. Please be sure to stop by. There are just so many wonderful people here on YouTube, and it's really such a phenomenal beauty community. I just absolutely love being a part of it, and I thank all of you guys for allowing me to do that. One last thing, I have been asked where Maisie is, and here she is. She gets a little bit bored, I think, sitting around watching. There's actually a little pillow for her behind this screen that she usually is lying on because she's always by my side. Maisie is definitely the true definition of a lap dog. The minute you sit down, she's in your lap, but she knows when I do the video, it's a little bit hard for me to move around, so she goes to her pillow behind and she just waits patiently. So Maisie wanted to say hello because she knows that she had been asked for. So there you go. There's my Maze. Take care, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend. Speak to you soon.